and welcome. I'm EdenAmadora. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're new, this is a place where we talk about the path of priestess, feminine initiation, spiritual awakening, and living a heart-centered life. Today I'm going to talk about the path of feminine spiritual initiation and what it is, and how it might differ a little bit from traditional, more masculine-based spiritual paths. So much unlike Zen or many of the yogic spiritual traditions that repress and deny the body and the senses, the path of feminine spiritual initiation includes the body and the senses. It's a path of deep embodiment. We are embodying the archetypes of the divine feminine. This is what we call a white tantric practice. And this has been done from age-old Taoist feminine masters and other priestesses of old in Egypt and Sumeria, ancient Greece. The path of feminine spiritual initiation is a path of communion with deity, like a deity yoga, where we sit in ceremony and ritual and we embody the frequencies of different goddesses. And as we do so, we're not only letting them into our body, it's almost like allowing ourselves to fully open up to their archetypal presence. And some might, if they're witnessing, say channeling the goddess, sitting as that face of the goddess, speaking as her, moving as her. And in some of the rituals, the senses are the pathway to awakening. Many masculine spiritual traditions deny the lower chakras. They deny the body, the senses, and what they would call more of the lower three chakric kind of energetics. And in the path of feminine spiritual initiation, we are about full embodiment, fully taking up a residence, soul residence in the body, coming all the way down and through all of the chakras. And that includes the shadow and the light. So instead of shaming or avoiding or denying the shadow frequencies that arise in some of those lower chakric energetics, we are consciously being with them in compassion, in unconditional love, sharing from this awareness that we all have these patterns. For instance, the trauma that we hold in our root chakra, the feelings of scarcity or ungroundedness, or feeling of not enoughness, lack of resource. These shadow patterns are held in such an unconditionally loving way, where tears are encouraged, where holding, rocking, and remothering and repatterning may be experienced, where this is very different than a traditional, very austere yogic or Zen master path. That in the feminine, your feelings are your superpowers. More than being caught in emotional storylines and drama, your feelings are part of the alchemy. Your feelings are not only allowed, they're encouraged, sometimes more than words, to just sit in the energy, in the feeling, in the sensation, and to be allowed to cry, to make sound, to move, to shake, to dance, or to open up to whatever the archetype is coming through, whatever the archetype wishes to say through you. All of this is held in a non-judgmental, loving space. So the path of feminine initiation is not for the faint of heart, because you are allowing yourself to really transmute deep-seated shadows very, very intensely, but in a very loving way, held in a very compassionate space. And it is for those who are ready for quantum leaps of change and growth, and who are ready to open to the goddess and to feel her as an embodied reality, not a mental concept, not a study outside of ourselves. I hope you enjoyed this video about what a path of feminine initiation is. And if you did and you want to learn more about that, I'm going to include a link below for you to visit my site and read much more about how you can dive into that exploration. Only